All right, so here we go, reviewing yesterday's trade. Now, this is amazing. Look what the market did. This is the S&P 500, the smaller version of it. So, the original version, the actual S&P 500, SPX, over here. See how it says 5,326? Well, the SPY is just if you take away a decimal, it's just 1/10 of the big one, roughly. Not exactly, as you can tell, but roughly. Now, look at what the market did. So on the 3rd of April, which was last Thursday, it was up at 565, right? Over here. And then on the 7th of April, which is Monday this week, look at this. It was at 503. On the 8th of April, which was Tuesday, it was at 496. And look at what happened last night. It went from down here up there. Look how unusual that is compared with the history. This is crazy.
That's extremely crazy.
Now, look at this. This one goes down, but then up, right? Down, but then it recovers, right?
Yeah.
Down, recover, down, recover, down, recover, down, and then down, didn't recover, down. What do you think's going to happen now? Recovered. Is it going to recover or keep going down? That's the question.
I think down.
I think down too. So for the down, if you recall, we had 100 of these. We sold 64 of them, 66 of them last night, and we cashed in on how much did we get? I think it was 35,000. It was about 30,
Yeah.
35 because I had about 34,000. So I took the 34,000 and I've left 34 of these options. And these options went from being worth 13 grand to now just being worth $1,500. It's like I lost nearly all the value. Look, I bought them for 21 and now they're worth 79. But they were worth like $3.53. They were worth heaps. But anyhow, I left it because I thought this might keep going down. You just don't know sometimes. So when you're trading, you have to make these decisions. And although I could have cashed that all out and my account would show 70 plus right now, or 60 something, you can't sit here. What are you doing?
Sorry. I was just
You can't sit here and go, oh, I missed out on the 60. I only got the 35. You can't do that. You've got to make a decision and you've got to go with it. You've got to weigh the odds. And you can't feel bad about it. If you feel bad about it, you're going to be a bad trader. You've got to look at it unemotionally and in some kind of logic. So I thought it was fair enough to leave 34 of those to see what happens. Now, these 34 expire in 2 weeks. So we still have 2 weeks to maybe get some more value. Because if it drops again before the end of those 2 weeks, then we can probably get some of that back. Now the question is, should I put in a profit taker on this or leave it? Well, we didn't take the profit at 3.53. When would we take the profit? Maybe at 5. So maybe just in case it goes to 5, maybe we put a sell order. sell 34 of these at the limit price of $5 just for the day. So, no, we don't want to use that. Some weird computing thing it always offers us. Okay. Sell this option 400 put. Your order will not be placed at the exchange. Yeah, okay. We're selling at order type limit $5 is the price we want, the minimum price we want. That's the limit. If it doesn't get to 5, don't sell. So done. We'll put that there just in case it shoots right back down again and the volatility goes way up, because remember, volatility increases price. I mean, if it went from 353 all the way down here, who's to say it won't go all the way back to 5? Now, Nvidia, here's an interesting thing. Nvidia was down at 90, and that's, or is it still, let's have a look. It's up at 114. So even that's jumped up, oddly. Anyway, we've got enough going on here. I don't think I'm going to add to that. But I'm wondering, is there something we should do around NVIDIA or SPY? Should we place a bet? I know we'd like to talk in terms of trade. What trade are we going to do? But really, you're placing a bet. Should we place a bet on this going up or down? Where could we put some options? Well, here we have a bottom line, but I wouldn't go with the bottom line. It's hard to tell. What is the market doing? Why is it jumping around like a Kermit the Frog on springs, on big springs? I did put an option in for SPY, and if we look at this trade, if we go to trade and look at the trade I did, it's this one here. So I put a bet in that this would stay down here. It didn't stay down there. It's gone up. So I'm at a 332 loss. Looks like I'm going to lose all that if it keeps going up. So I did put a protection on this. I can only lose this much. I can't lose more than that, so that's good. The maximum I can lose, according to the bar up here, is 434. That's the most. And the most I can gain is 566. So if it comes down before the end of 2 weeks, there's a chance I could still earn 566. So should we be putting any other trades on? I don't know. What do you think?
No.
Let's see what happens after this.
Yeah.
So you reckon it might go down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting. Let's just wait and see.
It would be cool if it went all the way up.
Jeez. It's probably just messing with us. It might just go all the way back up. Anyway, if it starts to go down, we still have something in play where we can win. If it goes up, let's see. I wonder how much the options up here are worth. The call options. So let's have a look. If we go, let's just clear that. And let's just clear this. So if we go to buy a long, long is buy. Let's buy some call options. So if it goes up, we get money. But let's look for some really cheap ones. So um, I think we should have at least 3 week expiry on it because uh, how long did this take? This is March 11 to April. That was nearly 4 weeks, this little bubble here. So maybe we should have 4 weeks to allow, give it a chance to move. So let's say 29 days. So let's go to the table and see what the cheapest 29-day call is. So this is May 9, and we're looking for cheap calls to buy. Oh, that's sell. Let's delete that. What's the cheapest? Is that the cheapest? Oh my god. Hang on, let's go back. This is confusing me. Let's go back to the picture. Let's just move the. We're going to move the strike. We're going to move this way over here. 650. Oh, that's for a sell. We don't want to sell. We want to buy. So let's go buy again. All right. Now let's move this buy all the way over here. Well, look at that. That buy costs me 4 cents. That's probably a bit too cheap. That's 8 cents, right? 6.35. What was it at before? It was at 6, right?
Yeah.
So let's say how much would 6.15 is 17 cents. 28 cents for 600. You know what? I don't want to spend too much. Let's say 10 cents. Remember, it doesn't have to reach this price. It just has to start heading that way. So let's say 10 cents, and we're going to buy 100 of these. How much will that cost? $1,000. All right, let's do that. I'm happy. I'm happy to pay $1,000 here, right? And if it goes up, we'll get some of that back. If it goes down, we'll lose it. But if it goes down, we're gonna gain over here. Remember, I spent just 2,000 here. We've already got that back and more. So it's okay to spend 1,000 at least. So if the doesn't matter which way the market goes now, we can make some money either way because we have basically like $1,000. We've bought $1,000 going up of options, and we've bought $1,000 of down. The reason why this is working out to be good is because it's a huge moves. If it was just hanging around here, then buying those wouldn't give us much result. But because there's huge moves, buying them could be good. So let's say this is the order we've got, 10 cents. Actually, I'm going to change this. So we're buying the 620. Let's just change this and say that we're willing to pay, because it might not go in at 10 cents. Let's just increase it to say we're willing to pay up to 20 cents just in case the price moves. So it could be up to $2,000, but maybe if we can get it for 10 cents, it'll be $1,000. But we just want to make sure we get in. But more than 20 cents, I don't think we'd want to get in. So there's a limit. We could do a market, which means it'll just get in regardless, but we want to set a limit, I think. All right. Any questions? All right, that'll probably do for now. Let's see what happens.